Good morning, everyone. Another day. I don't know how far I'm going today. Here's the thing. I've been out here for, I don't know, 10, 12 days. I've already knocked off 70 some miles. And I've done what I wanted to do. I came out, got my legs moving, got my body used to going up and down these hills again. And so I'm just having fun. Half the time I'm not even on the AT trail. I'm just on a trail, hiking through the woods. And right now I'm going uphill, and I should be using my trekking poles, but I'm not. Let's see what I got. It's early in the morning. Spent the night in my car last night, and had a good night's sleep. My car is really set up perfectly for doing this. You know, I don't have to worry about dying in the ridiculous humidity. Although today it's supposed to be a nice day. Yeah. If I feel like having a good meal, I'll go up to one of these waysides or one of these restaurants. Look at this. There has been no trail maintenance. And I'm on part of the AT right now. But this section, there's been no trail maintenance on this thing in a while, probably a couple of months or longer. It's kind of silly. I ran into the district manager of the trail club that's supposed to take care of this stuff. And I let him know, I mean, it's not horrible. I mean, you can certainly go through this, but that's not the way it's supposed to be. These guys volunteer in their trail club to come out and do 2-mile sections. They're supposed to come out at least minimum once a month and take a look at this. And this has not been done. I mean, this part's not bad here. And about half the trail of it on this morning is not horrible, but the other half is. And when you're trying to watch out for, mainly up here, copperheads, it's kind of hard to see a copperhead in this mess. But what are you gonna do, man? Here's what it is. You can't force people to do what they volunteer for. My probably biggest worry going through this crap is picking up a tick. For you guys that have followed me, you know my history with ticks. I seem to always get the ones that like to put the bullseyes on me. All right, I'm going on a steeper uphill. I'm gonna put this down for a bit. What a beautiful day out here today. Got a nice breeze. It's probably about 65 degrees. This is perfect hiking weather. Yes, even here in the Shenandoahs. Ay, ay, ay. It is a beautiful day out here today. 63 degrees. Got a slight breeze blowing right now. Yeah, I think it'd be blowing better. I can get on the other side of the mountain, but it's just beautiful out here. Could not ask for better weather. I just came off a couple days off because it was raining, pouring, cats and dogs. Listen, I don't mind hiking in the rain, but not when I don't have to. So I took a night in a hotel. Was able to upload one video, and last night I slept in my car, which is becoming more and more comfortable all the time. Beats the hell out of the little Kia Soul I had. Yeah, there's no way I could sleep in that car. One night was all it took for me to realize that. But my little Subaru, oh my, it's exactly what I was looking for. I do not like all the electronic gadgets and gizmos on the car. Way too much. We're paying a fortune for junk. Down the road, that junk is going to cost us an even bigger fortune when it starts to break. Anyways, don't even want to get off on that kind of a rant. But yeah, it's nice out here today. I just passed a shelter. Here they call it a hut. It's a shelter. If you recall, the beginning of the trail down south, they call them shelters. Up in this area, they call them huts. You get up into New England, they call them lean-tos. They're shelters. They're all exactly the same. 3 walls and a roof, usually a picnic table. Nowadays, everyone I've been to has had either a bear pole or a bear box. It wasn't like that when I came through in 23. That's for sure. I think I spent the vast majority of my nights hanging my food bag, which is fine. I don't mind doing it. Sometimes it was a pain in the butt just because over the years people had used up all the good limbs for good bear hangs, and it was difficult to find a good one. But you don't have to worry about that too much anymore, because most of the shelters that I've been to, especially here in the Shenandoahs, hang on a second, they've had more than one bear pole, and usually a bear box to go with the bear poles. So that's good. And I'm sure you watched my first video out here where I was with the brilliant doctor and pilot from Arkansas. Was a moron. "30 feet from a bear pole and would not hang his food." 30 feet. Lazy, didn't care, no critical thinking skills. I just described a conservative. I hope my friends, ridge runners down in Southern Virginia, I hope they run into him, and I hope they kick his ass off the trail. It's amazing to me how many, and I'll use the term veteran, but honestly, I don't consider them a veteran. I don't care how many years you've got in the service. If you are supporting Donald Trump, child rapist, adjudicated rapist, convicted felon, every day watching him steal more and more and more from our country. If you are a veteran and you took the oath, which you did, you are an embarrassment to whatever uniform that you wore or are wearing. There's no possible way that those two go together. Supporting Donald Trump and supporting the oath that you swore to. So, it is what it is, man. If that's you that I just described, 2 things. 1, fuck you. And 2, don't watch my stuff. I've gotten in the habit out here of when people thank me for my service, because I'm usually wearing a U.S. Navy hat of some form or fashion. I've gotten in the habit now of asking them simply, I appreciate that, but before I really respond to it, I have a question. And they say, sure, do you support Donald Trump? And for the ones that have said yes, I simply say, the service I did was not for you. And I walk away. For the ones that say, no, I do not support Donald Trump, then I say thank you. Or I say, you're welcome, depending on the circumstances. But yeah, don't thank a veteran for his service if you're a conservative. Don't do it. Because we all know that you're insincere. We all know that you're lying through your fucking teeth. We all know that you're a fucking lowlife. And we don't need... We had a saying in the submarine community, in this case, your thanks are not required nor desired. So just go away. If you think we can't tell when you're sincere, when you're not sincere, we can tell. It's funny when I'm back home and people do that. They can't even look you in the eye. They know it's bullshit the minute it comes out of their mouth. People that have never served have no comprehension of what it's like to serve. People that serve in another branch of the service have no comprehension of what it's like to serve in another branch. Don't pretend you do. Right now, watching the news, there's this big deal about the USS Abraham Lincoln. And veterans are judging these people. They've been out there for 9 months. The last couple months, they've been unable to get supplies, basic consumable supplies. Why, you ask? Because Iran has blown up all of our supply bases over in the region. They're gone. They can't get supplies to them. Look at this. Wow. This is called Franklin Cliffs. I don't know, I'm probably about 3 miles into my hike today. This is just gorgeous, man. Let me zoom out a couple times. All right. Nice. Very nice. All right. Let's keep going. We got another view just up the trail. I've got somebody in my way in the trail. Hi, little buddy. He's like, what the hell? I think he just saw me. There's a couple of them up here. Hi, guys. I got one right there. And another one right here beside the trail. All right, buddy, you gotta go. I'm sorry. I want to get through it. I don't want to scare you. Go ahead. Go ahead. There you go. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Oh, look. Look. Hi, guys. Oh, wow. There's a young buck there. A couple little babies. Hi, guys. I don't want to scare you. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead. There you go. Go get back with Mama. All right, I'm going to slowly ease my way up here. All right, guys, look at how cute. How cute. All right, I'm going to keep going. Excuse me, Mr. Buck. Are these your babies? All right, let me get on by. See you guys. See ya. How cool. How cool. Yeah. All right, what a good day. What a good day. All right, I'm done. These sections always blow me away. Here, you just have to cross over like this. Up in New England, that would be the trail. Let's see if we can work our way through this with the phone in my hand. This is the easy one. There's another one past this that's even more difficult. This is not bad. Yeah, it's a short one. All right. Yeah, I'm getting excited about going up to Vermont and hiking into New Hampshire. I remember some tough climbs out there. I remember some big water carries out there. Hopefully it's not so bad this time. I suspect it will be. I'll plan for it going into it that way, but plan for the worst, hope for the best. Yeah, I've done, I don't know, 9+ miles already today. It's probably around 11 o'clock in the morning. I get back to the car. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I may... Ow, something just got in. So strange. I don't know if it's a different design on the shoe. I've had more stuff get into my shoe on this trip than I think I have in the entire Appalachian Trail. I did not bring my gaiters. Oh, hello. Sorry. All right, yeah, come across a couple of day hikers there. Didn't hear them, didn't see them. Got them on camera a little bit, but that's okay. I'll edit them out. I forgot what I was talking about. Not important. I got a big rock scramble coming up here in front of me. I say big, it's probably 50 yards long. But whew, yeah, big water carries. So we'll see how that works out. I just talked to Navigator by text. They just got back from Spain to go watch the total eclipse over there, and she came back with a gift. COVID ain't gone, folks. Now everything I hear about COVID is that it's not as dangerous as it was when it first came out a few years ago. Oh man, this is okay. Where am I going here? You gotta choose wisely going through this stuff, because if you fall, you're probably going to get hurt, and I do not want to get hurt. All right, let's go up this way. You get into places like this, you kind of follow the dirty rocks, because that's where people have gone before you, and the dirt has come off their shoes. So I've learned that that's usually the safest way to go. The thing that worries me about stuff like this is that it's a perfect place for copperheads and or rattlesnakes. So you have to be cautious, be careful. All right, we're through it. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting up Vermont, New Hampshire. If I'm not mistaken, the whites begin A couple of mountains past. I forgot the name of the town. After you cross into New Hampshire. Brain block, man. Okay, anyways. It'll come back to me in a bit. I'll edit this crap out. Look at this. Yeah. A little bit more scramble here. By the time I get back to the car, I'll have 10 miles, somewhere right around 10 miles. And I'll have myself a tortilla wrap for lunch and decide what I want to do. I'm torn between sleeping in my car again tonight or going back south to Big Meadows to get a campsite for 15 bucks. I get a discount because I'm a disabled veteran. I don't consider myself disabled. I have a 30% disability rating from when I retired almost 30 years ago. I could probably go back and get that increased, but that ain't me. Not my style. Or option C is to go north up to Skyland and get a campsite up there. Also for 15 bucks. So, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm kind of liking the idea of going to Skyland just because I've been around and in Big Meadows for a few days now, and I'm kind of tired of their food and yeah, so we'll see. Got pros and cons for each one of those options. The cheapest one, obviously, is to sleep in my car because it's free and I can eat a trail meal. And yeah, so we'll see. All right, I'm gonna get my trekking poles. I'm getting into a section that hasn't been maintained in a while, and I kind of like to have my trekking pole. Oh, yeah. I kind of like to have my trekking poles in my hand for safety reasons. That was I stepped on a rock and it flipped up and hit my ankle, and that'll give you a little fright because you know that there are snakes in here. All right, so with all the rain that they've had up here recently, there's water flowing everywhere. Got a nice little waterfall coming off the cliffs up there. Just past a good stream that has been dry most of the summer, but it is flowing like crazy right now. We got more water here. Unlike when I first started a week and a half ago, there's water everywhere right now. Look at this. What a great water resource this would be. Coming off the hill, off the rocks. Good stuff. All right. Nice little overlook on the trail. Just came from up there. This is the Stony Man Trail, along with the AT Trail. The plan today is to do, I don't know, 10, 12, 15 miles, whatever I feel like doing. So, just going to keep going. So that last little overlook was a nice surprise. I didn't expect that up there. Overlooking some cliffs, and it was beautiful. Got a good little downhill I'm going down right now. This is not so bad going down, but I'm thinking to myself, we're gonna work up some sweat coming back up this sucker. And that's okay. That's exactly what I need to do. Build up the stamina in the legs. So it'll all be good. Gotta pick my way down some of this stuff. Virginia, you always know it's going to be steep when they actually do switchbacks. They don't do a lot of switchbacks here in Virginia. I got people coming up on me, so I'm going to put this down.